Okay, so these are public synonyms, sorry, private synonyms. We will create like this. And next one is called as second type is, what is the second type? Public synonyms. So public synonyms, basically the administrators are created. And why the admin will created this public synonyms means, we said in the second case we have, what is our second case? We said hiding of your owner name as well as a table name. So whenever you want to hide, that means the system user want to give some permissions on a particular table, okay, to particular users. Then what it was happened previously, he was directly giving permissions on table to the user. So then user will access, whenever user will access the table, he was using owner name dot table name. So the original table name and owner of the table, users can easily know it. So to hide this owner and table name, then the administrators are created what now? Public synonyms. And once you created public synonym, that synonym can be accessed anybody. Okay, now, so that is a use of your public synonyms. Okay, now, so what do you say? These synonyms are created by database administrator only. Okay, and now syntax we can see. Create, and here I'm using public keyword synonym, and I want to give synonym name for. So here I want to send my owner name. Okay, daughter, I want to send table name. Okay, so now we can see the examples. So first connect with your admin, and he will create one public synonym. Okay, so create public and synonym PS1 for system is a owner name daughter DEPT. So when he was created public synonym, okay, PS1 for this is the table and owner name. So after synonym is created on this, okay, now this synonym can be accessed anybody. So after that, he will give a grant permission, grant select on which one? PS1 to user 100. So later user 100, whenever you want to, okay, access this synonym, Okay, so he will be accessing the data with the PS1 only. See, PS1 he will access. Okay, so that means user 100 he doesn't know what is original table name and who is the owner of this table. So that information we are going to be hiding. Okay, now so that is the advantage of what now public synonyms. Okay, right down below. And these are all public synonyms. Whenever you want to see this, okay, then we can follow this to view public synonyms in Oracle database. So then we use a data dictionary. A data dictionary is all underscore synonyms. Okay. So in this data dictionary through, your administrators can see, okay, your public synonyms. So first you want to log in with this admin and later you want to see this. So all underscore synonyms. And here also we have synonym name and owner, table name. Okay. So let me come out and see. Select synonym name. Okay. And this is, are you created on which table? Table name. And who is the owner of, okay, table owner. And now I just call this from all underscore synonyms, where table underscore name is equals to the which table I created synonym, table name, DEPT table we create. So now we can see the synonym name is called as what now? PS1. And this PS1, are you created on which table? Department table. Who is the owner of this table? System. Okay, now, like you can go to view it. Right down below. Okay, so that's, and these synonyms, for example, if you want to drop, okay, so how to drop synonyms here? Observe. So how to drop a private synonym? Okay, the first, if you want to drop a private synonym, so this is your syntax. The syntax was drop synonym, and you need to give it a synonym name. And private synonyms are created by who? User. Private synonyms are created by user. So first of all, you should go to your user U100 by U100, and you want to see the synonym in this tab list. So you have a synonym, okay, and he will be drop synonym S1. So now see, your synonym is successfully dropped, but synonym name only drop, but your original tables are having in the table, okay, now having in the database. So this is private synonyms dropping syntax, right now. And the same to same, how to drop public synonyms. So your syntax will be changed. So drop public synonym and give it your synonym name. And public synonyms are created by who? A administrator. So first you have to connect with your admin. Okay. And after connecting here, then you can write your drop. So public synonym PS1. And your public synonym successfully drop. So private synonyms are dropping by user because of reason users are created. Public synonyms are dropping by admins because admins are created. Okay, now? Right. Okay, so these are the synonyms topic and how to use and how it will be work. Okay, now completed now. Okay, and now take next new topic here. Text editing views. Okay, so what is view and views, where the people will create it and how it was working and how many types of views are there. Okay, now here observe. Generally in real time, when you're working in real time companies, especially developers, and those views mostly who will using views means Java people or else .NET people. These are the two developers in their real-time companies when they're developing some projects. Okay, so these two guys, Java developer and .NET developer, how they want to design their projects, okay, or else their front end, that is called as a UI forms. So whenever they want to design UI forms, that's called user interfaces, compulsory they should require first the background of a database. So first you require a database tables. Okay, now first you know how many tables for this project, and what kind of tables we created. In each table, what kind of your column names are you given? So based on the backend design, then the person, the UI technology who knows, Java student knows, .NET students knows. So these developer, what they will do, based on your database table design, they will be designing front-end forms. Front-end means UI forms, user interface forms are designed. Okay, so that means here these guys want to design their front-end forms. They want to design compulsory. These guys should require a database tables. Database tables. But in real time, what it was happen when you're working in a company is what it was happen. These are database tables. That means main tables, original tables. Okay, the original tables are your database administrator. If you created UI forms, compulsory you need a database design. That means database tables designs you need. With the help of database tables only, your front-end forms are designing by Java.NET people. Yes or no? But these original tables, direct accessing permissions are not giving by admin to whom? To Java.NET people. So in real time, when you're working as a Java developer, you can't directly working with the original tables. And even though you can't directly interacting also. Okay, now why, sir? Why these people it doesn't have it or administrator will not give permissions to these users? Why they can't directly access my original tables means for the reason is what now? Security. For the security reasons, okay, now your database administrators, they're not giving permissions to the developers to directly access my tables. Okay, now for example, simple logic. You people are asking, sir, he's a Java developer, he's a .NET developer. He was working in my company. So that means he's my employee. Then why I can't give to my employee my original database accessing? Yes or no? Because he's not a other company employee. No? He's a my company employee. Yes or no? He was working in my company. Then why I can't give? That means I'm not giving. Why I'm not giving my original database accessing permissions to these developers? Okay, because of reason, if your original database, if you give to any user, based on that, he can develop his own projects. Okay, now that kind of a fraud, insecurity will be happen. Okay, if you go and ask anybody, if you know complete your database design, if you know, then based on the database design, you can develop your project. So this kind of illegal cases, maybe I can't believe my employees. Yes or no? Anybody believe employees? No. Has their interest, he can do it anything. Yes or no? Latest in lockdown, what happened? One employee working in 2-3 companies. Understand? Na? So he was working in TCS, in Wipro, in some other company. So he was working in how many companies? 3 companies or 2 companies. That kind of people recently found TCS company, I think so. TCS, Wipro, TCS also recently found that kind of employees. How many are there? Almost 300 people in TCS. In 300 people at a time, they fired. They removed from the company. Okay, now? Because employees can do fraud for their benefits purpose. In lockdown situation, what it was happened, so many employee getting multiple salaries. Okay, now, because work from home is your wish. You can work as 24 hours you are interested. So many people for money earning purpose, they're working on 2 to 3 jobs at a time. Here are working, here also working. Here one laptop, here one laptop. 1 hour spending here, 1 hour spending here. They're earning 2 salaries. Okay, so that kind of frauds recently, so many companies have found that. And that kind of employees, the company management people was removed, fired. So here also what I'm saying here, suppose my entire database information, if I'm giving to you my original database information, if I'm giving to my user, my employee, then there is a chances this employee can do anything on my project. Otherwise, he can go to develop his own project. Otherwise, this original database he was sending to other company. Okay, this kind of any insecurity things are happened. So that is the reason in real time what it was happened. Either you are a Java developer, you are a .NET developer, or you are my company employee, but still the company management people will never give original database tables to front-end developers. Okay, they're not giving us. So then if they are not giving this database tables to these people, they can't design UI. So they want to design UI, they must and should be required a support of database. But the database, if I'm not giving to user, then how they can design UI forms? Yes or no? How they can design UI forms? In that cases, what administrators are doing here, okay, instead of your original tables, okay, they will created what now? Views. They will created what now? Views. On where they will created their original tables. Their original tables. So database administrators, what they will do now, whatever the original database tables are there, on each original table, okay, they will created what now? Views. And these views are, they will giving to whom? Your Java.NET developers. And based on these views, these guys are designing your UI forms. So now tell me, now this Java.NET developers are interacting to my originals? No, they're interacting with only views. Then what is view, sir? View is like a Xerox copy. View is like a Xerox copy. Original tables are, these are original tables. So they are interacting with what now? Xerox copies. Simply in your language, I'm telling, okay, to understanding purpose. So view is what now? Xerox copy. And the Xerox copies are created on original copies. And those Xerox copies are sending to Java developer or .NET developer. .NET and Java developer, with the help of Xerox copy, they will design what now? Front-end forms. That's called as user interfaces are designing. Okay, so that means what happened? My original database tables, these guys are never access. They don't have a privileges. They don't have a permissions to directly interacting with my originals. Okay, they are only interacting with whom? Xerox copies, not originals. Okay, now, so this is the reason the views are created by real-time people in their companies. Understand now? So now, then these guys are, suppose they want to insert, suppose they want to update, suppose they want to delete, suppose they want to select. These operations are, this .NET and Java developers are, how they will be performing these operations on original tables means they can't directly perform because they don't have a permissions to directly interacting. So that's why these operations are, they're sending through Xerox copies to originals. Okay, so that means he was inserting through a view and the data will store main table. He was updating through a view, but updation is happen main table. He was deleting through view, but data deleted from main table. He was selecting data through view, the data retrieval from main table. Understand now? So he was inserting, updating, deleting, selecting. So those things and those operations he will performing through which one? View copy. And that view copy operations where is performed? In your physical object. Okay, view is a virtual object. Table is a physical objects. So user is interacting to virtuals through virtuals through they are sending their request. Okay now, so in this case, can I say now views are working like a mediators? Can I say? Yeah. So finally what it was happened, developer and original database tables, developer and original database tables, in between view is working like a mediator. View is working like a mediator. Got it my point? Yes. So what is the role of mediator? Taking requests from developer, and the request will send it to main tables, and main table database server, whatever it was giving response, the response sending to user. Understand na? So this is called a mediator work, and your view is also working like a mediator in between original database tables and Java developer and .NET developer. So in between these two guys, view is working like a mediator. If you say terminology wise, view is like what? Interface. Interface means mediator, bridge. It's like a bridge in between database your front-end developers and database tables. So in such a way, the view will be work. So that is finally what you understand here. Views are mostly, who will use guys here? Views means views are mostly using by developers. For the developers purpose only, database administrators are designing or creating what now? Views. And that views sending to developers. Developers working on views only. But whatever you was working on there, that will affected on original tables. Okay, because view is what I said, interface, sending requests, taking requests, doing operation, getting response, sending that response to user. Okay, now, so this is the concept of a view. Actually, in real time, the views, how it was working means, this is the concept of a view. Got it now? On some idea? Views, how to use and how it will work. So now, when come to as per the definitions wise, how to design the people means view. It is a subset of a main table. So view is a subset. Subset means, what does it mean by subset? It's like a subordinate. Okay, it's like a shadow. My subset is what now? My shadow. Okay, so it is a subset of a main table, we can call. Otherwise, even though we called as a, okay, it is a virtual table. It is a virtual table, or else logical table, table of a base table. Logical table of a base table. Okay, now subset or virtual or logical. What is the mean by virtual? Virtual means virtual physical existence or no physical existence? No physical existence. Yes or no? So virtual means what now? There is no physical existence. It doesn't occupy any space or memory. Yes or no? It's just we called as a imagination. Virtual means what now? Just imagination. Okay, for example, mirror images are there. When you go and stand in front of mirror, what it was happen? Our image will be reflected. So whatever we are seeing in the mirror, that is called a virtual. and outside of the mirror is called a physical object. So physical object is going to be occupied space, memory. For example, this is a physical object. When I want to keep this physical objects here, it will be occupy some space now. Some rectangle will be occupied now. Yes or no? So whatever the length and width was there, exactly that length with the space is there, then only I can keep this mobile here. Otherwise, can I keep here? No. So that means this physical object is occupied some space, occupied some memory. And having physical existence, I can touch this. I can touch this. This is called a physical object. But virtuals means what now? No physical existence. You can't touch that. You can't catch it. You can't hold it. Okay, now? And it doesn't occupy any memory space also. So that kind of objects are called as what now? Virtuals we called. Otherwise, logicals also called. Logics means what now? Imaginations, ideas. Okay, I have to do like this, like this. Just you are imagining, you are thinking like that. But the practical is still not proved. But you are just imagine, okay, tomorrow I will go like this, I will go like this. You are thinking like that. That is called as a logical. That is also what? Imagination only. You are imagine tomorrow I will go to some temple. Okay, okay. That is imagination. But that is happened or not, I don't know. Understand my point now? That type of things are called a logics. Logical. Logical means just thinking, but not implementation is not done. Just we are imagination like that. Okay, tomorrow I will go somewhere. That is imagination. I'm thinking like that. But that was happening tomorrow, I don't know. Because it is a future. Future you can't say now. Tomorrow what happened? So logics. So your view is also like a logical table, some imaginary table. And this table doesn't go to occupy any space or memory in your database. Okay, so that kind of table is called a virtuals logical, and that is called as what now? View. Just a view, imagine. That means I just thinking, oh, somewhere somebody is there here. But actually, nobody is not there. But my view is what now? Somebody is there. That is my view. But actually, nobody is not there. Okay, like a water images. If you go to see in the water, river or somewhere, you can see your image will be reflected now. Suppose you are thinking that one more person is there in water, you will be jump out. More intelligent students are doing like that. Oh, my friend also there in this water. I want to save my friend. One story also there. Do you know the story? Lion and rabbit. Did you know LKG, UKG stories? So rabbit was very intellectual. Power is more. Lion intellectual power is lesser. Because it is a non-vegetarian, non-veg. Rabbit is a vegetarian. Vegetarian people are having more intelligent power. Rather, non-veg. Non-veg more if you eat, not working. Dummy. This is non-veg people. Vegetarian people. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is vegetarian people activation. Because mind will be like that. If you eat more non-veg, day by day, your intellectual power will be down. Laziness will come. Fat. Somebody I'm seeing outside. Compared to age also very short people. But having this much personality. Eating so much bulk food. Okay, that is their personals. I can't comment on that. Okay. So now, water images. Water images you can see. Okay, same image will be reflected. But don't think that one more person is there here. That is just my virtual, my imagine, my virtual is there reflecting. My logic is reflected. That's it. But originally, nobody is not there in the water. Okay, now? So these kind of, otherwise, one more example. Dreams. Dreams also called as a virtuals. Logics we called. Because we are just dreaming. But it's not real. Understand? If you sleep in dream, if a very good dream will come. Your favorite, I met Aishwarya Rai. Me and Aishwarya both are went to restaurant. Some taking some dinner. Talking. Uh, that is a non-veg person. That's why non-veg person, unnecessary things are activated. Necessary things are not activated. Hey, stupid. Why? These are all are shouting like that. Just laugh. That's okay. Why are you that way kind of voice? Calmless people. Okay. So we went to Aishwarya meeting and okay, your favorite. So, but when you are having in the dream, what happened? Everything is look like a physically happened. But that is what now? Just a imaginary. When you wake up, okay, nobody is there. You're sitting on your bed. Yes or no? So these kind of things are called as what now? Virtuals. Now clear? Virtual examples, understand? And don't ask me more examples. One more example is there, your shadow. Shadow is also called as what? Virtuals. Okay, now? So finally, why I'm telling these all examples means view is also like that. Okay, it's just a imagination of table, but originally your table is not there, data is not there, nothing was there, but it's just having a imaginary table. It looked like table. You are thinking that I'm working with table, but actually you are not working with table. You are working with the original table shadow. You're working with a shadow, not your original tables. So that kind of meanings comes under virtuals, logical we call. And here the reason of virtual and logical, reason is what now? It doesn't store. That means a view not storing data or information. So this is the reason actually. View is called as what now? Why it is called as a virtual or logical means? Okay, view doesn't store data or information. It doesn't store data or information. So because I said it is not a physical object, it is a virtual object. So it doesn't store data or information, but it can extract. Okay, but it can extract the data from a base table, extract data from a base table and show to user and show to user. Otherwise we can say display to user. Display to user. Okay, now? So it doesn't store the data, but it can extract the data from where it is your main table. So extracted data from your main table, and whatever it was extracted, that will be show or reflect or display to users. Because original table, view, user. View is what I said, it is a interface. Understand my point or not? So just extracted your required data from the main table and the data will show to users. That's it. But view doesn't store any kind of data. It doesn't store it here. So that is because of reason it is a virtual. Okay, it's not a physical. Physical means storing data, but virtual means doesn't store data, just a imagination. Okay, now, so how I can say, if you go and stand in front of mirror, what it happen? With the help of that mirror, your physical object will be extracted, absorbed. Your image will be extracted by your mirror and reflecting to us. Understand now? Extracted from physical object, reflecting same image to us. Okay, now how it was happen? Same view also it was happen. Okay, now right. But how this data will be extracted from your base table means with the help of what now? Select a command. So that means views are created, okay, with the help of with the help of, okay, with the help of select query. Now tell me guys, select query we are using for which purpose we are using? Come on. Retrieval purpose. So data retrieval or data reading purpose only I can use. But is it possible? Can I store the data? No. Select command using for what? Reading purpose. Whatever the data you wanted from the table, so that data we can read. That's it. But we can't insert, update, delete. Insert, update, delete means that is a DML operations. Select is what now? DQL operation, DRL operation, data retrieval language. Okay, now data just reading. So same as the views are created with the help of what now? Select query. And with the help of select query, whatever the data you wanted, the data will be extracted from your main table and that information show to user. Okay, now? So this is what the view nature. And now here observe. Okay, sir, now we understand. Suppose I'm the user. The user interaction will be happen with the views. And the view is going to be virtual of your base table. Base table means main tables. And now we can see. Suppose what I'm saying here in real time, these developers or users cannot have a permissions to directly interacting to main. So whatever they was going to be do, that everything they can do with the help of view only. So view through only you can do everything on your base table. Okay. So that means suppose user inserted data. User inserted data through what now? View. So here very important point observe. View is what I said, virtual. It's just imagination. And you are doing insert operation. So this insert operation, whenever you performing through a view, actually this insert query, where it is executed actually? Base table. Because base table is called as what? Physical object. So your query execution is happening on base table. Data storing in base table. But here nothing will perform. You are just taking as a interface, but your action, your insert action where it was performed, physical object. For example, there is no marker here. Okay, right. So now this is my cup. Okay, now what I am doing here, are you ready now? Ready. Open your hand here. So now this is cup. What I am thinking here myself, in between that person and myself, in between somebody is there. I feel like this. So I'm thinking what now? Me and that person, okay, one view is there. Okay, one mediator is there. So what I'm saying here, this is I'm throwing now. This is I am throwing. I'm throwing this cup, but I'm throwing where? Middleware. But action where it will be performed? Where it will go? Physical object. Yes or no? My imaginary what now? He and me, somebody is there here. Actually there? No. But what I feel, I'm throwing this, not that person in my feeling. I'm throwing this on my imaginary person. Yes or no? But actually, where it will go? That person. Because imaginary is nothing but nothing was there here. Okay. But this action will performing on that person. Catch it. Where is action? The person. So, user inserting data through view. But actually, your command is executed where? Base table. Because base table is what? Physical object. Base table is what? Physical object. Okay, physical object. So now, that's why insert, update, delete. Whatever the developer is performing through a view, these operations are never performing on view. These operations are indirectly or internally performing on base table. So base table, data storing here, data updating here, data deleting here. And whatever you did, okay, operations on the base table, that will automatically reflected in my view. Reflected. Okay, so data inserted. Inserted data will store physical object. Whatever the data stored in physical object, that will be reflecting into my view. And that view seeing by developer. Then developer can understand that, okay, my data successfully inserted. Now I'm going to updating. Update is performed on physical table. Whatever you updated here, that updated immediately reflecting in view table. And that view can see by developer. The developer can understand that my data successfully updated. Like a delete. So delete data deleted from physical object. So that will reflected in view. And that see by developer. And developer can understand my data successfully deleted. Okay, na? But insert, update, delete operations internally performing on physical object, not a view object, because view is a virtual. Okay, na? That point is very important for you. Write down below. When we perform DML operations, through a view, internally those operations are executed. Internally those operations are executed on base table and reflected and reflected in view. Reflected in view. Okay, now next, the next point you can take. Right on. Here view will act as an interface. Between user means developer and okay, base tables. Developer and base tables. Now below, this one also write down for your understanding purpose. Okay, right. So now here what we can say, so this is the view complete information, and theoretically what is view, how view is working, with the help of what we can create, okay, that we discuss. But the next advantages of view. or purpose of use. Okay. Now you are asking, sir, why sir real time or in companies, why the people will create it on will give to users. User will interacting through view to your base table. Why, sir, this much scenario? It means that the main reason why views are created by admins in real time means main reason is what now? Security. The first reason of your view. What is the first reason of use why the people created means security purpose. Is a very important point. If anybody asks your interviews, view, advantage, and purpose of view is what means first security. How the security will provide? Let me see. I will give it. The first reason is what we call the security. But security is how they will provide with the help of views, means that in two levels they will provide. One is we called as a column level security. And second one we called as what now? Row level security. This is the first reason why views are created. Suppose column level security what, sir? Okay, now carefully observe. For example, this is my original table, for example. Okay, now this table is having some columns. This table is having some columns. Okay, my columns are what now? For example, employee ID, his name, his date of join, his sal, his department number. Okay, now, and now I'm going to insert some information here. Okay, right. So this is my information about the table and having some data also there. Okay, now one of my developer now. Okay, there are some developers in my company. Developer 1, developer 2, and developer 3. So as per their requirement basis, developer 1, he wanted employee ID number, employee name, and employee salary. Okay, now these are the three columns data developer 1 wanted as per his requirement basis. Developer 2, second employee, he wanted employee names and their date of joins. He wanted. Developer number 3, employee number 3, he wanted what now? ID. Okay, na? So next salary, next department number. Okay, now. So there are 3 employees in my company. As per their requirement basis, they wanted specific columns from my base table, from my main table. So then what you want to do? Developer 1 requesting to the database admin. He was requesting to database admin. I wanted employee ID, name, salary. These informations I wanted. So he was sending the request to admin. Then admin is only the person he will directly interacting with your original tables because he is a boss. He have all privileges. He can interact with any table directly. So now the developer one, employee one requesting to admin, I want it so and so columns data about employees, about employees. And now tell me, for example, you are the database admin in your company and the request will come to you as a database admin. What you want to do now? What is your idea? Come on, yeah, in IT industry, future software engineers. Come on, ideas. Ideas also very important, na? Suppose you are a database admin in your company here. Okay, one Java developer requesting to you, sir, I wanted so and so columns data. Then what do you want to do? So that means my question not understand. Employee wanted some specific columns data from main table, but this employee doesn't have a chance to directly interacting to main tables. Then he will requesting to admins. Admin have only the person. He was directly interacting with the main tables. That as an administrator, what is your responsibility to give a answer for the developer? What you want to do in this case? First I'm creating view. Now, first I'm creating view because they want it now data. How I can share my data with the help of view, because original table you can't send now. So that means, are you creating, what are you created here? View. So view one is created, but the view is created on the entire table or required columns of table. That means as an administrator, what is my responsibility? I don't want to share entire table. If I'm sharing entire table, then what is the use of view? Is there any security for your original tables? No security. So instead of sharing my entire table data, what I'm sharing, whatever user is required, only those columns only I'm sharing. So that means now database administrators are creating a view on which columns? On which columns, sir? Required columns. What is required column? ID, name, salary. So data will come. And now they created, and this view they're sending to whom? Developer one. So developer one requirement is finished. Next step. Second developer wanted names and their date of join. Again, he is also requesting to admin. Now admin, what he will do? One more view created. One more view created with how many columns? Only two columns. One is name, one is date of join. So, okay, names come, their date of joins come, sending to developer. One more view is created by admin. Okay, now he created how many columns? 3 columns. ID, okay, what is that? Salary, department, number. So that related data will come and giving to developer. So whatever they wanted as per their requirement, those columns only I am sharing. Understand now? This is good, or entire table sharing is good? This is good, yes or no? So why are you sending entire table? Okay, that means your logic how it is that, suppose you are sharing entire table, the logic is how it is here. For example, X is a customer. Okay, na? One more example. X is a customer. A customer required 1 liter milk. Customer required how much? 1 liter milk. 1 liter milk he wanted. That is his requirement. So now customer, what he will do? He will purchase 1 liter milk, he will purchase cow. 1 liter milk na? Suppose this customer will purchase cow. Now he is a intelligent or foolish? Foolish. Yes or no? Why is he foolish? Because his requirement is how much now? 1 liter. Are 1 liter milk purpose anybody purchase cow here? Is it a good idea, bad idea? If this kind of ideas are giving to company, within 1 year your business will be fall down. Understand na? So now what we say? 1 liter milk is requirement. Then why he want to purchase cow? If you want to purchase a cow, 40,000 rupees he need to spend. For example, 1 liter milk cost how much? 60 rupees. Which is better? 60 rupees is better, 40,000 rupees is better. Concept understand? Na? That is called a view. How much user wanted, that much I want to share. That is called a view concept. Understand? Na? He wanted 1 column data. You are sending 100 columns of data. What happened? No use. And security problem also. Your entire table are you sharing? Yes or no? So this is a concept of your view. Now tell me. Now, whatever as per their requirements that we completed, fulfill. Then what is your advantage for my original table is what now? Developer 1 can see only these columns data, which columns are having in the view. So employee 1 can see IDs, names, salaries, but he can't see which columns? Date of join column he can't see, department number he can't see. That means these columns are indirectly what we are doing. Your administrator, what he was doing indirectly? Hiding. Got it my point now? So which columns are there in the view? Those columns data only can see user. But remaining columns, whatever it was there in the base table, the remaining columns data, user cannot see it. That means it is a secured now. Remaining column secured now. Yes. So same like this. Employee 2, user 2, he can see name and date of join. That means he can't see IDs, he can't see salaries, he can't see number. Remaining columns are secured. And in this case, he can see ID, salary, department number. So he can't see name, date of join. So remaining columns are secured. So in this way, data will be hide. And this hiding will be done on which wise? Row level or column level? Column level security. This is the first concept. Now understand now? Column level secured, how it is? That is one column level. Second one is what now? Row level. Row level means what, sir? Okay, now this is column level example. Row level. Row level means here total how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows are there. 5 rows. Okay. And department number 10 people, how many? 2, 30, 2, 21. Okay, now? Right. Suppose now the user, one of the user, he wanted data. He wanted data. Which data he wanted? Who are working under department number 30, those employee details only he wanted. Which department people? 30th department people data only he wanted. But in my table, I have only 30. No, I have a 10 and 20. So, but he wanted only 30th department employees data only he wanted. Then what I want to do? I want to share entire table or I want to show only 30 department tables or 30 department employees. 30 departments. So then how to share? By creating of view. By creating of view. And now view is created. Okay. I'm creating view on which department people data I'm showing 30. So that means columns are not hiding here. ID was there, name is there, date of join was there, salary was there, department number is there. But which department numbers data will show? 30 only. Yes. 30 department. So this user can see only 30 people data. But this user cannot see 10th department data, 20th department data cannot see. That means this is row level or column level? Row level security. Understand now? This much explanation, if you go to any other institution, they will not give. They simply say, view, one of the reasons, security. That's it. That's why we need some time to finishing our batch with in-depth knowledge. Okay, na? Understanding na? This much explanation, I don't want to give it actually. Just I'm saying security, that's it. But why I'm taking means you need a correct way the knowledge, what exactly the mean of this point. Okay, na? So many people are asking, online students, sir, when will we complete batch, sir? When will we complete batch? How many days, sir, batch? Are rukna yaar, subject, you wanted subject, na? I said 50 to 60 sessions, 50 to 60 sessions complete hone do. First, it should be complete. After that, how many extra classes we taken, we will calculate later. So that's why don't ask here. So much subject is there in database. So I will complete 50 to 60 classes, not holidays. Dasara 1 week holiday, not count. Sunday, not count. Diwali, not count. ये पूरा exclude करने के बाद जितने classes हुआ है, how many classes are happened, that is countable. So many people thinking that Sundays also count. Sundays counting. Without class counting. Online students. So that you have to count like that. Don't count monthly 30 days. Monthly, how many classes are happened? That is counting. Because monthly 4 Sundays, 5 Sundays. A public holidays. Your public holiday count, Sunday count, 60 classes are. It is not possible in any institution. Yes or no? 50 to 60 classes or sessions. It means what now? Which has happened. Okay now? So like 50 to 60 only I will take it. Don't hurry. Okay now? This point is clear, all of you? Are you explaining now? If anybody asks you how view is providing security means 2 levels. Column level, row level. Column level, which column the user wanted, those columns only sharing, remaining columns hiding. That hiding is called as a security. Which rows are wanted, those rows only sharing, remaining rows are hiding. That is called a row level security. So this is one of the reason for view how it was provide security. Next, second point. What is my second point here? Checking integrity rules. Checking integrity rules. So here integrity rules are already we discussed. Anybody remember what is integrity rules? Girls, anybody? Integrity rules. Integrity rules, checking integrity rules. Already we discussed that integrity rules. Integrities are 2 types: declarative integrity, procedural integrity. Declarative integrity again 3 types: entity, referential, domain. What is that? Did you discuss referential integrity, domain integrity? What are those? Open your notes. Open your notes. Check it out. Notes means your notes check. You are beside person. Notes means you are checking beside person. What a intelligence here, really. What is integrity rules? Come on, girls. Boys. Okay, those integrity rules are what finally? I given finally, na? 6 types are? 6 types are. Those 3 implementation purpose, how many rules we are using? 6 rules. Primary key, foreign key, unique, check, not null, default. Yes or no? These are what? Constants. Integrity rules are nothing but constants. How many constants? 6 constants. So, view how it was worked means, here observe. Suppose this is one of your main table. Careful observe. This is one of your main table. Serial number and some name I was taken. On serial number, I was applied here primary key constant. Okay. And having some data 1 and 2, some A and B. This is my base table. Okay. On this base table, when user, that administrator will create what now? View. Suppose he will create a view. Serial number and name. And this view is created on this table. Okay, na? So that means this table already having data. The data will be reflected in my view because it is a virtual table. So now the question is, suppose user. Now user want to insert some new data through my view, okay, on my base table. So now he was performing insert operation. Insert of 2, C he was sending. So what I said, whenever you are performing your operations through a view, internally this operation is executing on where? Base table. In base table, it will be executed. And which record are you inserted? 2. But 2 record already there are? Yes. On this column, what it is? Primary key. Primary keys allow duplicate values? No. That means this user insertion data is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Immediately showing error. So the views, along with the view, whatever the data are you inserted, whatever the data are you accessed here. So that 2 things will be happening based on checking of your integrity rules on the base table. On the base table, what kind of integrity rules you applied? Based on that only, the view through I can access, I can insert. Data sending, data getting. That is happening based on your integrity rules. Okay, it is not like that. I can insert duplicates, I can insert nulls. It's not happen. Because in your main table, if it is having the primary key constant or unique constants are there, based on that constant nature, your data will allowed. So primary key is not allowed what? Duplicates and nulls. That's why user cannot insert any duplicate data through a view User cannot insert any null data through view. Okay, na? That kind of things are not happening because of reason internally checking. What it was checking? Integrity rules are checking. Okay, that is one. Okay, advantage of view. Another advantage here, observe. To convert complex query into simple query. To convert complex query into simple query. Okay, so what does it mean by complex query? For example, when you want to perform some operation, okay, on multiple tables, okay, we are writing some lengthy queries, sir, we are writing. And in that query, we are writing so much logics. Okay, now? So finally, the query will forming like a 5 lines, 10 lines of query will form. So this much query, suppose you need to use multiple times in your application. Okay, now? For example, suppose are you writing one query? Select. So s.stid, s.sname. Okay. Now later c.cid, c.cname. Okay, c.cfee. Next r dot registration number, r dot registration date. Okay. Now, so from my tables will be student S, some inner join, core C, on the condition of s.cid is equals to c.cid, and we are using inner join. And the next time using what now? Register table R, and after that on c.cid is equals to r.cid, and r dot registration number is equals to 1 or something. So like you written some complex query. Okay, now, and this complex query, for example, as per my need and requirement, number of times I'm using in my application. So the same query again and again you need to write. And whenever we are writing this query and executing, internal this query will be checking execution and finally giving output. So this is also number of times it will be happen. Okay, now? So this much complex query, even though the programmers cannot remember. Yes or no? Sometimes we are also doing some mistakes because this is not a simple query. I can remember it. Okay, when you're working in real-time companies, this much complex queries, and more than this, like 10 lines of queries, 20 lines of queries we are writing. So that much query, again, we need to rewrite, and also that much query we need to remember. It's highly difficult to the people because they're working on different tables. They're not working on one table now. They're working off number of tables. So in this case, why should I want to rewrite this query? And why should I want to re-execute of this query again and again? Okay, so instead of writing this much query, what they simply do, they created what now? View. The view one as. When I created along with my view, this query, what it was happened, this entire complex query, whatever you written guys here, this entire query, are you saving under view one? Okay, so here, are you writing 100 lines of query statement or 50 lines of query statement or 10 lines of query statement or 1 line of query statement? Whatever you written, the statement will be keeping under view. Okay, now? Then later, what is the advantage to the programmer? Next time, when I want to call this entire query, can I call it? No. Instead of that, I simply call select star from view1. Got it my idea? Now tell me, instead of writing that 3-4 lines of query statement, I'm just calling select star from view1. Here view1, whenever you call view1 is nothing but what? View1 is nothing but what? This entire query. My point understanding now? This view1 is nothing but what? this entire query. So this entire query automatically calling. And again, programmer no need write this entire query again and again. Okay, now? So this is what we called, if you think this is a complex query, it is a complex, this is called as what? This is called a simple. This is called what? Simple. So when you need to convert the highly complex queries into simple queries, when you to convert, there also the views can be very, very help us. Okay, in our real world. Understand now? So this is another reason of your view. So these are the three reasons the views are why the people was created in real time. Okay, now? Right now? Okay, up to this 3 point, right? It's enough. Okay, this is your running notes purpose I was given, and I will show you practically how to do. Okay, these 3 points write down, main points: security, checking rules, integrity rules, and converting complex to simple. And the examples I will show you in my practically, okay, in our classes. Okay, now? Are you clear these 3 points? Come on. So now, and each and every point practically also I will show you. Okay, but those things we will see in tomorrow session. Okay, no? Right, guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. And online students have any queries? Okay, you just stay there and send your query.